Alrighty guys, I'm back in the garage. I got the Genesis and the Highlander right here. Many of you guys don't actually know that I actually started a gaming channel called KLEANTRIX Gaming. The link is gonna be in the description below. Go check it out. I just finished live streaming not too long ago before I'm actually making this video right now. I'm having a ton of fun on that channel because I get to directly interact with you guys. It is amazing. So if you want to directly completely, using the chat function while I'm gaming, interact with me, it's a perfect place to go to interact with me directly. A lot of people have been asking me questions, and so it's a great place if you want to see me, if you want to interact with me in the chat function live. That is a best place to do it, guys. It's the first time I actually got a chance to talk with you guys directly in a live format. And so it was a really different experience, and I get to talk with you guys like that. Amazing, awesome. Go check it out. Links in the description below. Most likely, right after you watch this video, I will be live, so make sure you go check it out. Like I said, the links to that gaming channel is gonna be in the description below. Let's get to this video. Hey guys, it's Kids here, making more videos again. And today, guys, we got another product that is a little bit for the niche market, okay? It's not necessarily for everyone. However, it is useful for everyone to have in their garage just in case situation. So without further ado, let's get to it. So here's the actual box itself. It's from a company called ANCEL, and it's called the PB100 Vehicle Circuit Pro, basically. The reason why I got this is because my friend has some cars that have electrical issues, okay? And the best thing to do when you have electrical issues to test out whether your part is getting the proper ground it requires or the proper voltage it requires is to get a probe like this. And this one I found was on the cheaper side, not completely cheap, but still had decent reviews that I was like, you know what, I gotta get it. I gotta test it out. It's not for everyone, but for educational purposes, if you're not here to actually get something like this, it's great to just see what it does and stuff. So without further ado, let's go open this hood of this Highlander here and show you what it does. You guys hate me for my steering wheel cover. Let me show you right there. But I gotta keep something from my Accord, guys. Like, my Accord was my baby, and that's the only thing that that's in this Genesis that's for my Accord. So I gotta keep it. Also, I really love Batman, so let's get this bad boy out here. Let me open it up. I mean, there's nothing too much on the actual box itself. And now that I've taken it out of the actual box here, I'm gonna put this to the side real quick. There's no literature on here except on the back, and it just tells you the different things it can do. But the main 4 things that I like to do with this device is give some power, give some ground, test for power, and test for ground. Those are the main 4 things I use this, and this will, with the probe, you can determine what is actually wrong with your electrical system if you have a slight electrical problem. This will save you lots of money, instead of taking it to an actual mechanic, because they do the same thing. They use a tester like this. If you have electrical problems with your car, what do you think they do? They use the exact same thing. I'm gonna open this bad boy up right here and show you. And here's the actual probe. I mean, it looks like that, and here it is right here. It's a very simple device. Don't be intimidated by all this. This is just extra wire. This is extra wire just in case if you need that extra wire. But in my situation, in most situations, you're gonna not need that. But it's nice that it came with it, obviously. That's what the mechanic is gonna do, basically. It's gonna test to see if the actual device is getting power and or if the ground is bad. If the power is bad or the ground is bad, how much power is there, all that. It's designed specifically for that. Now, it does have other features on there. That's what I will be using the most to determine what is actually wrong electrically with this vehicle. Now, this, obviously, there's nothing wrong with the Highlander, okay? There's nothing wrong with this Highlander, but I just wanted to show you how it's actually done. So, another thing also, guys, it comes with a car charging port power output right here, just in case if you don't want to use the alligator clips to connect straight to the battery. This does require you to connect straight to the battery, obviously, to get power and also to give power to whatever component in your vehicle. And then on the bottom right here, you have the actual literature, and it will get into more details and stuff about vehicle circuit probes, etc. But you're a DIY person. You want to test out your own car. You want to see what your own problem is. Bammo, this is what you get. So let's get to actually connecting this to the battery and showing you how it works. Okay, so first off, I connected it all together right here, and I'm just gonna have to connect it to the battery, and the probe is actually right here in the back of the device. You can take it off easily like that. that it has a little magnet right here, so it kind of like pushes it in place. Pretty nice, pretty cool. And just put it on top of the actual device right here. Okay, so I have it hooked up to the actual car battery. As you can see, negative to negative, positive to positive, and the wire goes right here. And as you can see right now on this device, you can see it's at 0 volts. However, let's say if you want to test out your battery to see if it's getting power at the power and ground at the ground, here we go. And it should say 0.0 volts because it is a ground. As you can see, I'm putting it to the ground. And on the red side, as you can see, if I touch the red, it's going to say 12.2 volts and it's going to turn red. As you can see, because obviously you're getting power right there. So that's one way you can use this just to test to see if your component is, you know, pushing out power or pushing out ground, making sure that the polarity is in check. That's a good way to check the polarity. Another thing you can do is also you can press this red button right here, cycle through the actual menu. There's 4 different menus right there. Cycle the menu and test out your max and min of your battery. And it's going to be hard to see on here. I'm going to do it on this right here, and you can kind of see it right there, 12.3 and 12.1 max min. You can test out your battery with this too, the maximum and min of the battery. And then also you can do is go to the next menu and test out the resistance of something that you want to check if the correct resistance is there. And the last guy right here is for the voltage and polarity testing. Now what I like to do is use this bad boy right here. This is why I like this probe. You know what I use a probe for, like I said, is just test to negative and test to positive to make sure that they are the right polarity. And then the second of all is the fact that when you press the up button right here, you get actual 12 volts coming out of that probe right here. And then if you do it this way, you get ground coming out here if you need to ground. Now, a simple way to actually test how this works is basically like this. I'm gonna use a simple LED bulb for this test, guys. Now, you guys need to understand this works with pretty much anything in your car when you're testing out ground or power. When you see your component has failed, you come up to the component, you come up to the LED. Let's just say the LED bulb right here. You come up to it and you say, okay, let me give it 12 volt power. As you can see, I'm pushing up the button, 12 volt power, and then I've already connected the ground to the you know, plug. Here's the actual plug right here. Let me put this down real quick. You can see that that's the actual LED bulb. If you say that the component has failed, then you want to give it some power to see if it even would work if I gave it some 12 volt power. So here's goes 12 volt power right here. There we go, guys, and you can see you have constant 12 volt power going straight into there. That means that you know that the actual component is working, but you need power. But say for instance that it's the opposite case, you can do the same thing by actually connecting the power to this guy right here, and then instead of actually having power, which is the red right here, you can use the ground and see if your ground is good to your component. And that's essentially what this device does, guys. It gives it power, it gives it ground where it needs, and it makes you test your components in your vehicle to see maybe the ground is bad, maybe the component is not getting enough power, how much power is a component getting, stuff like that. And it's really, really nice because it's such a thin probe. That's why people love it. And also, this comes with LED lights on here. Definitely use this to go deep somewhere into the car or whatever and test it out. It's a very simple rudimentary circuit probe, but it really does work. If you know how to use this, it comes in very handy, saves you a lot of money if your car, something's wrong electrical wise with your car and you want to DIY it yourself. It might just be one tiny wire. It really might be just one tiny wire. This can help figure out if it's the ground that's bad or if it's the power that's bad, and then you can pinpoint it and, you know, figure it out and see how much power you're getting, blah blah blah, and solve the problem by yourself. That is why I got it. That's why I want to make sure that I have this in my garage. You know, it's a pretty handy tool. It's relatively cheap. Links are going to be in the description below, guys, and everything that you require if you want some more details about it, it's going to be in the link in the description below, and or once you get the product, obviously, in the literature, guys. I'm actually loving this thing. This is a pretty nice probe tester. If you're used to this, you already know what this does. If you're not, it's good to learn, and if you want to do DIY stuff with your car, it's really good to learn, guys. But I'm absolutely loving this thing, and I know you will love it. I'm gonna be using this thing to diagnose my friend's car to see what is wrong with his electrical system. It's kind of being funky. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with his ground, not actually the power, so that's why we have this. We're gonna figure it out. It shouldn't be too bad. But like I said, links are going to be in the description below. Also link, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you want to ask, questions live with me, with any questions that you want, or whatever you want to hear, whatever you want to know, behind the scenes. I know some people have been taking advantage of that. The link to my gaming channel, guys, is going to be also in the description below, where you can, once I actually go live stream on that channel, you can ask me all kinds of questions about whatever you want. I will be there live to answer it directly. So that's what's great about that, guys. So make sure you go check it out if you want to support that channel. I definitely appreciate it, guys. It really means a lot. But yeah, guys, there should be a subscribe button and also a video button popping right here. Make sure you click on it for more videos in the future. But in that, guys, keep your share saying thanks for watching and peace.